Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to the Alabama Sportsman Podcast. With me today is Landon Holtman, and we have a special guest today on the phone, Mr. Shayne Isbell. He's from St.Clair County, and he killed a real nice buck, and he's here today to tell us all about it. Shayne, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good, man. I'm glad it's getting close to deer season.
Me and you both.
Are you ready for it? Have you been scouting? You got anything? Have you got a buck lined up this year?
I do have one lined up this year, but nothing I've seen so far this year. It's one that I had on camera from the end of the season.
All right. Is he as good as the one you killed last year?
I could only dream for that one.
He's a monster.
No, he's not as good as that one, but he's compared to deer's past. He's a very great buck.
What did that buck score?
It scored 172 and 4/8.
Good Lordy mercy! And you killed him with your bow.
172.
What date did you get him on?
The 23rd of December, 2018.
Why? Let me ask you this:
Pull this picture up.
Why in the world were you hunting with your bow during gun season in Alabama?
The property that I'm on, I'm only allowed to bow hunt it.
Oh, you must have a good piece of property.
Listen at him.
look at that buck. We got your deer pulled up right now. Yeah, he's not real wide, but the mass on this son of a gun.
Yeah, I mean, looking at him, he's definitely, probably not the biggest that you see for sure, but he's got the mass.
What was his? What did he have? About 40 inches of mass? Would you say?
Yeah, I would say that.
Golly. Yeah, he's not real wide. Was he about 15 inches wide?
Yeah.
Man, and
I think he might have been 17, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Now this wasn't a high fence, right?
No, not at all. No.
Now, did you have a lot of trail cam pictures of him?
You're not gonna believe this, but I only had one trail camera picture of this deer.
Was it daylight or dark?
At dark, and it was the night before I actually shot the deer.
Yeah, the night before.
Yep. When I checked the cameras, after I shot this deer, going back around checking cameras, I found that picture of that deer, and I had no picture of that deer prior.
Oh my gosh! But
So
you
you
knew
knew
this
before.
piece of property had good deer on it, right?
Well, I knew it should. Last year was my first time getting to hunt this piece of property.
Right.
And it hadn't had a lot of pressure on it, and I knew the guy that his family owned it. So I felt like it should have had some good deer on it, but, I had no way of knowing that going into it the first season. And I didn't have any great photos of deer up until that point. I had young bucks and, does, things like that, but just nothing of that caliber had shown up to that point.
Right. And by that date, and I'm guessing by the looks of the deer, y'all have a December rut right there.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
they were very active during that time frame.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He's probably in the seeking stage right there. And,
exactly.
And he messed
now,
up.
He wasn't following or trailing anything. He was just, I think basically the deer was out all night and was going back to bed.
And you got him. How big a piece of property is this? Is it a real big piece or small, or what would you say?
It's probably a little more than 100 acres.
Okay, I got a little piece of property I hunt on about that size, and if you were here, you'd see it. I mean, I got some nice bucks on it, but it don't take much to house a big old buck and a mature buck. But I'm sure you got him mounted and everything. So, Landon, you got anything? Look at the mass on that son.
Man, that just
goes.
goes.
Actually, I do, and after we get done, I got your number now. I'll send you a picture of the actual mount. I did a pedestal mount with him, not a wall mount.
Ooh.
Right. Who done your mount?
Toby's Taxidermy in Brent.
In Brent.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not. We have a hunting club down in Bibb County.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's down around Randolph. You're not far from us.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly where that is.
Do you hunt in Bibb County?
I don't. I got a buddy of mine that has taken a lot of deer to him, and this particular deer, being it was what it was, I wanted to make sure that I got it done by, who I felt like was one of the best.
A deer like that, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want some Jake leg doing it.
No, not at all.
Man, that just goes.
Not to mock what's in Cracker Barrel, but that's what my buddy said. Please don't get your deer mounted looking like a Cracker Barrel deer.
Cracker Barrel buck.
I've never heard that. That's a good one. The Cracker Barrel buck. But I get. Is that the only place that you hunt there in St. Clair County? Is that the only place that you?
I have 2 places in St. Clair County that I hunt, but that's obviously that's where I got that deer. One of the 2, and then the other one's got good bucks on it, but just haven't been able to get one. I've seen them on camera, but have not located any of them.
Right, I heard that. Did on those other places you already got your stands and all put up?
Oh yeah, I'm just nipping at the butt, waiting on the season to kick in.
You gonna be able to get to go Tuesday, opening day of bow season?
I'm not. It'll be the weekend before I make it.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go after work myself Tuesday. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. The hard part's gonna be not looking at Facebook, seeing what everybody's posting from Tuesday on.
Got your phone off.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll get antsy. Do you like I was asking a while ago? You said you got about your trail cam pictures. Do you got what caliber bucks do you got on there this year?
Well, right now,
if you want to talk
I'm
about
not
it,
really seeing a lot of bucks just as far as caliber. Just young bucks, some 8s, 7s. Just young spikes. Some mismatched rack bucks, but nothing of any caliber. Like I said, the one that I'm actually looking for, I had pictures of him at the end of February on my trail cam that I left out in the woods.
Okay.
So all I can do is, just like this deer, is when the activity starts up, that these deer come back into wherever they're coming from.
Right. Do you got a lot of activity early season? Like this buck, obviously was in December, like you said, but
right.
Do you ever have a lot of luck early season?
On my other property in St. Clair County, honestly, I mean, it's knock on wood. I see more bucks than I see does, and
well, that's a good thing.
They just happen to not be, the men. They just, good bucks.
Right.
So there's some there, and I got them on pictures, on cameras, but I have not been able to connect with one of those yet.
Right.
Hey, Shayne, what do you do? Like, do you put out any kind of protein or anything during the summer hours, during the growing season for these bucks that you're hunting in St. Clair County?
I've got out mineral blocks, salt blocks, things of that nature. The one piece of property in St. Clair, I mean, I do have during this summer, like I said, we just started it last hunt season, so I didn't have time to put anything out for that. But we went in this summer and planted some green fields in there, and so they've had that all summer, and then we went in and replanted just last weekend so we could get something up for the winter.
Right. Did y'all get any rain?
Finally, we got some this past weekend.
Yeah, we planted ours Saturday also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Landon and
it
I
couldn't work out any better. And then we got some rain coming in tomorrow, supposedly, so that'd be perfect.
Yeah, it's going to work. I think after that little bit, and with the dew that we got right now, I think it's really going to, set the seeds in motion.
That's right. These colder temperatures that we're coming into after this coming weekend, that moisture in the middle of the night through the morning, that's just going to benefit the green fields.
Yeah, that heavy dew fall we're going to have.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
What do you you said you got him in the morning. About what time was it when he come walking through?
It was 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Almost to the nose.
Did your hair stand up when you seen him?
I can't even begin to tell you. I don't know how I hit the deer. I'm not going to lie. It was I was shaking. Buck fever jumped in.
Oh, yeah.
I saw this one coming down, and I was like, oh, my gosh, there's no way. And I had a spot I already knew, the way he was walking, where he was going to walk toward. So I had a spot already picked out. Once he stepped into that particular spot, that'd be where I'd shot him at. It just worked out like it was supposed to for a change.
Did you think he was that big when you saw him?
Oh no, not even close. Did I think that deer was that big? I knew that he had a good rack, but honestly, once I saw him and I saw it was a good buck, and I knew that I was going to shoot this buck, I quit looking at the bones. All I was looking at was making sure he walked into the path that I needed him to be at when I was ready to shoot. So that's all I focused on. And once I shot, and he kind of bolted, so I didn't see him again until I got down, and then I waited several hours before I went back in to look for this deer. And when I found him, I was shocked. I had no idea that deer had that kind of a mass.
How far a shot was it?
It was probably 35 yards.
Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot.
How far did he run after you shot him?
Oh, man, shockingly enough, he probably ran, I'm going to say at least 100 yards.
Oh.
And I made a clean shot. I'm talking about a kill shot. Hell, I amazed myself, really.
What's that? How old do you think the deer was? Did you have him aged or?
The people that I've been speaking with about it, have aged him at almost 8 years, is what they would say.
Yeah, that's the reason he ran so far. A big buck like that, he has the will to live.
Yeah, exactly.
Did he have a little? No, Landon, right there on his shoulder. Is that a little piebald plot?
Look.
Go back the other way.
Yeah, I see it under his right shoulder, his right front leg.
Was there a little white patch under his right front leg there, Shayne?
It may be his left front leg. I don't know. The pictures are mirrored.
I don't remember seeing that, but I don't have the picture pulled up or in front of me right now.
It may just be a glare off the screen we're looking at. But,
yeah, I don't remember seeing it. I mean, I have part of his front leg in here on the wall, so on the pedestal. I'll look at it later, but
right.
I'll go back and look at that.
That's a big body deer. How much do you think he weighed?
Oh, I had him weighed. He weighed 223.
223. Golly. Did you get some help to drag him out?
I did. I actually had my dad there. Him and I hunt together most of the time, so he was there. He was just as excited as I was.
I bet.
Crap, yeah.
Has he ever killed anything that big?
No, he hasn't. He hadn't. And when he saw that, I mean, the rest of the hunting season, you can only imagine we were both just pumped 100%. So he was hoping, but it just didn't happen that year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, y'all was looking for his brother.
Maybe this year for sure.
Oh, yeah. Did was it when you shot him? You said he was just easing through. Was he feeding along, or was he
no,
just?
He was just walking. Actually, he wasn't. Didn't even have his head down. Just walking.
Yeah, he was trying to get to
his
his bedding area.
He had a little steady pace about him. You could tell he was going somewhere. But like I said, I think he was more going to bed down. He just hadn't got there yet.
Do y'all have food plots on this property?
We do now. We didn't last year.
Okay.
Like I said, I planted them in the summer, and then I just replanted them again.
Okay, so yeah, he wasn't coming from a field chasing does that all night long.
No.
That is a good buck. Golly, I'm sitting here looking at his picture right here on the screen.
Look,
Hey.
I'm not gonna lie. I know it's gonna sound bad or weird, but I mean, I look at this deer every day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've got him sitting in my living room. I've got a framed picture on my wall. I've got pictures in my office. Look, I look at this deer every day.
I would too.
I'm still amazed.
It'd be on my screensaver on my phone and everything else.
Exactly.
Have you ever killed anything as big as him?
No, I haven't. I mean, honestly, I've killed my share of deer, but it's just never been in a position where I've had that size quality of a deer.
Right.
I consider myself to be lucky. No two ways about it. I didn't do anything
Got on the right
special or
spot.
extra for that deer. It was just my time.
That's right. I just wonder, I'm sitting here looking, I just wonder how many hunters were after him. How many hunters had his picture? And Shayne Isbell's the one that killed him.
A lot of them did, because after it got posted, several people around that area started responding to, hey, I've got photos of this deer. I hate to see it go, and I wish I could have got it. All kind of things like that. And somebody even posted he had a shed of this deer.
Really?
Wow.
That's cool, man.
Wow. Did he send you a picture of it?
No, not of the shed. He didn't.
I wonder how far from where you shot it with those sheds were found.
Yeah, that I don't know. And trust me, I've scoured the woods myself, and I haven't found any sheds in any of this yet. But cross your fingers. I have to assume in all this time he's breeded some does out there, and there's some kids of his that have the genetics.
Oh, I imagine he has. A buck like that, he's going to do all the breeding.
Yeah.
That's exactly correct.
And what's amazing is he's not broke up. I see he's got a lot of kickers all over his antlers, and none of them broke. Did he have any broke that we can't see?
He does. He has one on the right side. If you're facing the deer, it's on the right side on the inside.
On the inside. What? How long was it? I mean, was it G3? Because I can't tell from right this angle right here, Landon. Where would it be? Was it growing off of one of the G2s or G3s?
Honestly, I can't go in there and look at it because it's going to be too noisy in the background.
Oh, okay.
I got a family full in my living room, and I'm in a different room. So I can't go in there and look at it right now. But I'll send you a text on which one it is.
All right. Yeah, send me a text. I'll tell you what. Well, I'll talk to you in a little bit about it. But, yeah, that's a great buck. Do y'all, besides the green fields, do y'all do anything else? I know Landon asked you about the
protein
and stuff.
Yeah.
Do y'all do anything else throughout the summer besides that?
We haven't, not really, not on none of these properties.
No
like
summer
I said,
plots?
We just got into this one. So that's why I put the green fields out there, because to give them a little something more to eat. I don't know what's around me that other people may be feeding, but I just want to make sure that one, that I can keep them drawn into that piece of property as well as give them some nutrients.
Right. Well, what's your plan opening weekend? What's your plan on that? What are you going to do? You going to hunt that piece of property? You going to hunt one of your other ones, or?
Honestly, I'm probably going to hunt the other one, just because I feel like I've got a better chance on this piece of property as it gets closer to middle of December.
Right.
So I really don't want to go in there and put any pressure on that property. I'm going to let that go, because when I go in there, I want anything walking around to be blindsided.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be hunting my other piece of property for the beginning of bow season.
How many stands do you think you have set up on the one where you killed this buck? Piece of property.
On this one, I've got 5 stands set up, 5 summits.
Okay. Did you have any deer sent out or anything, or you just go in scent free?
I don't have anything out right now.
No, I'm talking about when you were hunting him.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't have anything out then either. It was kind of misty that morning, so it was drizzling a pretty good bit, and it had really just eased up within an hour of him coming out.
That's a thing we have down at our hunting club. We always say that our hunt club's owned by a paper company, and so you got a lot of plantation pines, and when it's raining down there, if you'll go and sit on a road, one of those long roads they have in and out of these pine thickets, if you'll sit on these roads while it's raining, we got shooting houses set up and blinds and all this, but if you go and sit in one of them, and as soon as it quits raining, if you'll wait, those deer start crossing them roads, because they're going to try to get to where they want to be at before that rain starts again. And I can't tell you the number of deer my dad and I have killed on that place, doing the exact same thing. Just sitting there, just like you, when the rain quit, you were sitting there and you were able to capitalize on that one moment. And that's the only moment you need. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, I look forward to those situations. I try to put myself in those situations when I can, make sure I'm sitting in a tree somewhere, waiting on that rain to stop, just to wait for the movement.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do. You got to. Sometimes you just have to make it happen.
That's right.
Yep. Well, Shayne, I think we asked you about everything we could on this deer. and without really getting into some stuff that you don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
So I know you got a house full of people there, and we really appreciate you coming on and, spending a little time with us and telling everybody about, your hunt and your big buck. And we just want to congratulate you again on this deer.
Yeah, definitely. And, hey, I appreciate the invite and enjoyed the conversation. And, hey, maybe we can do it again this year.
I hope so. I hope you kill another one. That way you can come back on. Maybe you can come over.
Yeah,
and,
come over to the studio.
Come over to the studio and sit with us and see our studio. I think you'd like it.
Hey, I definitely would not mind that invite. So we'll keep that on the burner for sure.
All right. Thanks a lot, Shayne.
See you, Shayne.
Thank you.